so we're just gonna hop right into this video. So today I've got these rear, I'm not sure what they call them, but they're brackets to the rear doors so passengers don't have to be let out of the rear seat near P71s. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Jump right in. Pry these guys off. So these door panels are actually pretty easy to take off because I don't have any of the mounting bolts in here. So I just gotta lift up on it. Comes right out. And I never showed you guys that I did this, but I put this sound deadening, or it's not really sound deadening, but this mat in here. It's kind of like Kill Mat, but a knockoff version. So it really just depends on the department you get your car from, but your rod just might be missing, but this whole bracket piece will be going right here. Then this hooks right in there, and with that it allows the passenger to open up their rear door. I usually have people riding with me, so I figured it was time to do it. I'm sick of opening the rear doors for people, so I mean, it's not that big a deal. But so the department actually put a zip tie in here. Hold this rod in here. And actually, speaking of this stuff, I got this all behind the back seat here and up on the rear deck. And then I'm gonna eventually make a video on ripping out this whole interior. Then I'll be doing the whole floor and up under the dash there. So, and I still got to do the two front doors too. So this should actually be a pretty simple install here. So the guy actually bought these off of on eBay. He was nice enough to throw in some hardware. Take these off. So basically it'll just go in there like that. Actually, I should put this guy on first. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen that, but just feed it through like that. So then when you bolt it down, this rod moves back and forth. I'll show you once it's all bolted on. See this little lever here? So now, once that door handle goes in here, it'll just open up like that. Shoot. So there's two bars up here actually, so. Never mind, I guess I was right. So it's just this rod here goes through that little holder. Just like that. Alright, just like that. And so now you see back there, got this rod inside there, and there's these 3 bolts. And this should spring back and forth. Otherwise, we'll see. Yeah, we'll try to fit the door panel back on. Well, actually, let's try this. Hit just like that. So it's actually super easy to do. And we'll just throw this door panel back on. I actually got to get the bolt that goes here from a junkyard or something, because this secures the door handle onto this bracket so it doesn't come off every time you open it. Don't mind the mess back here, but sitting in the back seat, just like that. Done deal. Now we gotta do the other side. So, like I said, this will only work if you're missing that bracket. If you're missing the rod, it's a whole different thing. It's way more complicated. There's actually a video on how to do it if you're missing the actual rod that goes from the bracket to the door latch. I thankfully was only missing the bracket, so it's way easier, but yeah, let's get this other door done. Yeah, all I needed was a 12 and an 11mm wrench. Go ahead and pop this off again. Always break too if you're not careful, which I'm clearly not doing. Oh, we're good. Pull that off. Yeah, and here's that bolt I was talking about. See how it's just a hole, but once I get the bracket in there, it'll have this mounting piece here. So I'll just have to run to a junkyard to secure the door handle. Otherwise, one of these times this whole piece might break, and then the whole door handle will just come off. So all right, door number 2. To relocate this and put it somewhere else. All right, and there we go. Got the new bracket on, this whole thing moves. And you can see the rod goes through this yellow part. The 3 bolts. It all clears the window here. It used to sound like a tin box, but now it's like a thud. It's so nice. And I'll actually show you guys the difference on the front doors compared to the rear doors. These are like a thud, and those front doors sound like a tin box closing. But yeah, let's throw this rear door panel back on, hook it all back up, and show you guys that both rear doors work, and we'll be good to go. Actually, I probably can do this one-handed, it's so easy. Got that hook in there. How's the gap look? We gotta fish around for the dang it, can't see my window controls. I'm trying to remember which hole they came out of. Oh, that's why. Not even open to them. There we go. Try that. I genuinely don't remember which hole those tunes are. Figure that out. So I bring it back over here. There we go. Try. Yeah, that might work. Alright, on number 2. Got that. See, it works now, but this is pretty loose, so it might break off at one point, but we'll see. Got that. Alrighty, my back seat's always a mess. Alright, time to test this one. Well, shyster. Crap, now I'm locked back in. Alright, so maybe this side needs a little bit more tweaking. Maybe the actual locking mechanism isn't hooked up, but we'll see. Pull it back apart. At least the windows work. Off you come. Well, let's try it without the door panel and see if it opens. Alright, so it opens that way, so just thinking the door handle didn't line up properly. So you gotta figure out how to get this little bar here inside of this part. That's why it's better just to take this off, then put the door handle on afterward. These tabs seem in pretty good condition. I don't want to risk breaking them. Yo, this isn't lining up in here, so that's our first issue. So we gotta figure out why this isn't lining up. And just need to be snapped back in. So that sounds promising. Still nothing. Oh, so you gotta like, that's why I need these bolts in here, because you need to like press down on the door handle for it to open. Well, and there you have it. Get this guy back on. It's such a pain. Yeah. Clean up all my junk. I just need a shop in general. It's getting old storing everything in my trunk. Alright, there you have it. Oh. Yeah, so both your doors you'll need to press down, like right here while opening, until I get that bolt in there. But that's just the basic rundown. Now both my doors open. But I was going to show you guys the difference between the sound deadening in the rear here and then the front there. So listen. Nice and solid. But yeah, basically just want to make a short little video on how to make your rear doors open on your, I think they're basically the same from like 98 to 2011, all the door panels, because most departments will make it so you can't open the rear doors from the inside. Oh, some cars are missing the rod and some are missing just the bracket. I got lucky it was just the bracket, because the rod portion is way more difficult. You gotta like take the door latch out and then feed the rod in there somehow. So yeah, I got lucky on that. So if you look in your rear doors and your rear doors don't open from the inside, just see if you got that bracket that I just installed. Because I know for me it's annoying forgetting that people can't get out and you gotta go back and open up the door for people, but it just makes life easier. Because I've had probably like 2 or 3 Panthers that have had working rear doors, and the rest have had the P71, or the rest have been P71, so the doors didn't open from the inside. And I just never bothered looking into it until I got this one and figured out there's a few different ways they disconnect the rear door. And mine luckily was just a bracket, so it's pretty easy to toss that in there and make the rear doors work again. What I'm talking about, that goes inside here, and it kind of secures the door handle onto the bracket. There's no play in the door handle. You don't gotta like press down on it then open it. So yeah, just trying to keep videos coming. I know don't have the most exciting ones, but once I can find a place that I can start this project like full, I don't know if I'm gonna do like a full restoration on it, but plan is to like redo the whole front end, the rear suspension, basically waste a bunch of money on a car that ain't worth nothing, you know. Make the craziest Crown Vic on YouTube. Like boosted and bad habits, already got a sick one, and then you got boosted swaps. Both of those I'll never come close to being. Yeah, there's not very many Crown Vic oriented YouTube channels that actually do stuff. But yeah, if you like the Crown Vic content, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.